Damn.
Welcome to the premiere episode of Piss Off, the Rhode Island-based comedy show with the Old English name. I'm your host, Michael Crow.
And I'm your host, Trouble. We're going to keep the show about 10 minutes, but we have a lot to say, so it might go a little longer. This is our first show, so bear with the amateurness.
Alright, so the gathering of the Juggalugalos and the Juggalettes has started, and obviously there are a lot of excited fans out there.
I know a lot of them.
Yeah, me too. It's my understanding, however, that local and federal law enforcement regard this as gang activity. What do you think? Are these kids as dangerous as, say, the Beatles gang or the Grateful Dead gang?
Well, I don't know if you know this, but I'm a Juggalo. And I can honestly say they're not a gang. There's no freaking way. I lived in Boston. I've been to New York. I've seen Bloods and Crips. I've seen the freaking Latin Kings representing the colors and all this crap. True, these are a bunch of kids with soda and tattoos of hatchet men.
Right.
But they have no turf.
Mm-hmm.
They have no representing stuff. They just live a lifestyle like hippies.
Right. So maybe our tax dollars could go to something, a little better than harassing a bunch of kids who listen to music, drink Faygo, and punch each other in the face?
Absolutely.
All right. Well, I think what they should do, the cops should be doing, is cracking down on some real cases, like maybe solve the murder of Tupac and Biggie Smalls. Then they could go and arrest Suge Knight and Diddy, a.k.a. Puffy Combs, a.k.a. Sir Lancelot, get some real gangsters off the street, and solve some of the bad music problem in this country all at the same time.
But if you solve the murders of Tupac and Biggie, the record sales will go down.
Yeah. Who the fuck cares? I don't care if the record sales go down. That sounds fantastic to me. So, let's spell some St. Ides for my homies.
So, moving on. Anti-smoking. It's this giant thing, like some... I forget what state it was.
I don't know. Some state. In every state. In just about every
southern state is going to pass a movement to make it illegal to smoke in a lot of outdoor places, like the beach.
Like Boston and California, and everywhere in California have already done.
Yep.
But I definitely don't support the idea of telling even somebody, an indoor establishment, whether they can smoke, whether you can have smoking in your establishment or not. So I'm totally against an outdoor smoking ban.
I agree entirely. Don't get me wrong, my house is smoke-free. My car is smoke-free. Well, cigarette smoke-free.
Well, that's obviously for health reasons. I mean, you don't want to end up like that guy.
Too.
Right?
So, but by all means, if you're going out to like socialize and hang with friends and stuff, some people smoke.
Right.
It's going to happen.
And
let it happen.
Right. And, whatever you want to do to yourself, whatever you want to do for your health, or for the lack thereof, then...
I don't smoke. That means that I'm in better health than you. Great. I last longer. I do better.
Well, I don't smoke either.
Exactly.
I might start. I will say that if I were to smoke, I would support Camel non-filter cigarettes. They are the smoothest by far. They are the same cigarette that I would recommend to my 6-year-old daughter if she decided to start smoking.
That's not fair, man. You're dropping advertisements here. We agreed, no advertising.
No advertising on our show. I love Jack Daniels with Black Velvet. So, I guess we're going to go on to the shitty movie of the week.
This one goes way beyond a week.
This goes way beyond a week. Well,
way beyond a week.
So the Twilight series is the movie of the week, and we're just gonna group all of those shitty movies right together. They are so horrible. They're so bad, in fact, that I haven't watched any of them. I won't put myself through it. As someone who has, what is your take on these films?
I've seen them all. And the first was good. Great cinematography, beautiful landscapes, shitty story. And it just went downhill from the first one to the last one. Worse and worse and worse and worse. I mean, there's some cool points, but all in all, don't bother.
Yeah, most of their cool points, I think, were ripped off straight from True Blood. Like when they said, oh, well, the Twilight series sucks and we realize it, so maybe we'll bring in some werewolves and shit like that.
But that's happened before. Before Twilight, before True Blood, and all this stuff.
Yeah, but in good movies like Underworld.
Underworld,
So,
exactly.
yeah.
Underworld is a great vampire,
Right.
lycanthropy kind of war.
So, I really heard all that I needed to hear about that movie, about the Twilight movies,
Yeah.
when I found out that in sunlight they turn into glitter dust fairy vampires.
Oh yeah.
And Edward's love interest is a female. That's a slight stretch of the imagination. I think they should have just cast Ryan Seacrest opposite Edward and called it a day.
That would have been a good movie.
I don't think that would have been a good
Couldn't have
movie.
been worse.
No, that's true. That is true. All right, well, I think we
all in
said...
all, don't bother. Thumbs down.
Yeah, I give this movie an F minus. Is there a penis on the screen behind me right now?
Totally.
Yeah. That's what I figured.
Shocking picture of the week.
Yeah, this is the disturbing photo that we have to show you. Apparently, this poor little disturbed Asian kid decided that he was going to tattoo a lot of shit on his face, including, I think that's a butterfly head or a caterpillar head, and right there, full front and center, with a lot of jewelry in it. Yeah, is a it's a dick. I mean, it's not big enough to be a cock, but it's definitely a penis of some sort.
Yeah. So, let this be a warning. Don't fall asleep first at the tattoo party.
Yeah.
Yeah?
That hasn't happened to me yet.
Yes.
So.
Not a tattoo party.
No, not a tattoo party.
So,
Many other parties.
you've woken up with numerous things drawn on you.
Alright.
I'm the culprit of most of the drawing, of course.
I may have had a permanent marker of that on my face at
You
one time.
did.
But that's neither here or there. That is a permanent tattoo.
Yep.
And that I mean, he's even got little dots for the pubic hair there.
You gotta give him credit for detail.
His tattoo artist.
Yeah, yeah.
Tattoo artist is probably into cocks too. So
Bet you kissed him right on the mouth.
oh, that's horrible. So I'm gonna guess that this guy. I'd have to say that guy is definitely not pissed off. He's pissed on right there.
I betcha. More than one occasion.
So
So yeah. Ta-da! We'll have more disturbing pictures later. We just have to make sure that we can fit some of these things that I come across on YouTube. Because some are really, really bad and you wish you never remembered them. So, next. You know what wicked pisses me off?
Rhode Island drivers.
Absolutely. I
Yeah,
can say this
me
because
too.
I'm not from Rhode Island. I learned to drive in the great state of Massachusetts.
Me too. I was born in Norway and learned to drive in Massachusetts.
Yeah, where blinkers exist.
And not all left-hand turns to get to your destination.
Yeah. And checking the side view mirror. I love this one. The other day I was on 295 and driving right down, nice, minding my own business, going about a little faster than I should have, but not too fast. And this dude fucking changes lanes, like right into my lane. And I swear, if I was in my van and not my girlfriend's car, I would hit him. Right there in the rear quarter panel, spun him out, had like a 20-car pile-up.
I'm actually pretty sure that in the Rhode Island driver's manual, that is a legitimate lane change. You can lane change into the front quarter of someone's car
It makes sense.
if you feel like that is necessary.
It makes he did it smoothly. That came right over without hesitation or looking in his mirror.
Right. So it's Thursday right now. It's Thursday at about 9 p.m.
About
at the
that.
most. Since yesterday, let me see.
it rain?
Sometime in the afternoon, it rained. It rained like an ounce of water. Like there is a drizzle sheen of water.
I know because I didn't drive in that.
Yeah. So if you go down any major highway in Rhode Island when it's just drizzled, you're gonna find accidents. On my way to the club last night, 5-car mashup.
I think I
Had
passed
everything like totally blocked off. That same morning, 3-car mashup, and I'm pretty sure the road was dry at that point. I mean, it amazes me.
But when
Rhode
the
Island
barometric
drivers.
pressure drops and you know the rain's coming, you have to drive like a crazy person.
Well, yeah, I mean that's why all Rhode Islanders should get a panic room installed inside of their vehicle.
They can just get out of the driver's seat and go in.
Right, just get in the
car
panic
comes
room.
down the road.
Exactly. I mean, you're driving just as well as you would have. So, You know what? You know what wicked pisses me off?
Fake niceness.
Oh my god, I hate fake niceness. Yeah. I hate fake niceness. It's one of those things where, you know, I like to think of myself as a reasonably intelligent guy. If you walk up to me and you start having a conversation with me and I am looking at you with this dull look on my face, I'm just nodding my head and smiling, I'm being fake nice to you because I do not want to hear whatever the fuck you have to say to me.
Have you ever made that face during sex? Like, it's just horrible and you're just like, mind your business.
Yeah, I'd like to say I'd like to say that I haven't, but I have.
Yep.
Unfortunately, yeah. So what's one of your fake nice stories?
I went to Michigan.
You have to be fake nice to everyone in Michigan, I would imagine.
They got that "don't you know" thing.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my god! And every single person I pass, I'm from Boston.
Right.
You just nod.
Right.
Maybe hi.
Mm-hmm.
You don't really stop and talk.
Oh yeah.
People were trying to talk to me, walking down the road. It's like, oh hi.
Oh yeah. People in Michigan are actually interested. When they say "How are you?" they're interested in knowing how you are. Like,
I made the mistake.
You know, you say "How are you?" to somebody being fake nice around here, they're like, "Oh, I'm good."
Yep. Yeah. I made the mistake. I went, "I'm pretty good. How about you?" Oh, well, the other day I was in the hospital, and it's like, oh my god, they're really telling me this.
Right.
It's just on and on.
Yeah. And then, yeah, and it's like they're going to tell you their story. They expect you to tell them, you know, the same.
So my 2-second, I'm doing pretty good. Did not suffice.
So apparently we went over our 10-minute limit, but whatever.
Our camera guy's
this
all
is
like,
the first time. Yeah, he's giving us the warning. We got to finish the show, but we plan on being back.
That's our 1-second warning.
We plan on being back in 2 weeks as long as our sponsors allow it. Our sponsors are, you know. They don't know they're our sponsors yet, but apparently Camel non-filter cigarettes, Black Velvet Toasted Almond Caramel Whiskey.
Caramel. This is the best, and it's like $13 a bottle.
I'm still going with Jack Daniels, even though I'm drinking that stuff tonight. I'll be drinking Jack and water next time we do this.
No way.
It is a pleasure coming to you from Rhode Island.
Piss off.
Welcome to Piss Off.